Yeah,
the
so
issues.
it's important to speak to that from where we were coming from, right? So let's go back to 2023. Okay, so we know the fiscal situation of the country. I've already given the budget deficits. I started the trend from 2020, so which has come down to about 3%. In that sense, I think something has been achieved. So rather than asking the question, is the government doing well? I would rather say what could have been if they didn't do what they have done.
No, we have all agreed that the Buhari administration didn't do well.
Great.
So we all agree with President Tinubu that this administration is doing
so
better.
I think the president has managed to
But
pull
what's
us.
your assessment?
Yeah, so he has managed to pull us out of that pit. Yeah, so we're out of it. Okay, so whether we have steadied the economy, for a self-sustaining growth is a different conversation. So let's look at the budget this year. The budget of 2025, the assumptions in the budget, inflation is 15%, oil production is above 2 million barrels per day, exchange rate is 1,500 to the dollar. So let's look at these three key indicators. Where are they currently? Okay, oil production hasn't gotten to their own assumption, 2 million, so it's still at 1.7, 1.8. Inflation is way, above 15%. And then exchange rate hasn't stabilized at 1,500, still well above 1,500. Even if it's 1,501, all those small changes, mean a lot in terms of volatility in the market. So exchange rate hasn't stabilized. They haven't made any of the assumptions in the budget. So claiming that the economy has stabilized, yes, we are not where we used to be. That's all I can say. But are we where we should be? No, we are not.
This must be a joke. Nigeria is in a worse precarious situation than it has ever been in the history of Nigeria. An average Nigeria cannot afford the basic necessity. The hospitals are terrible, the roads are bad, insecurity everywhere. So how are you saying in the past 2 years, Nigeria economy is better? We know Buhari administration did very bad. Trust me, I think as bad as Buhari administration, Tinubu economic policies and his 2 years in office so far has been a terrible nightmare for Nigeria. We are taxed more, we were asked to pay more, we've borrowed more loans, they claim more money is in the hands of governors, but there's nothing to show for it. So how come you're saying this economy is better off? You talk about exchange rate. The exchange rate black market was around 700, while the bank rate was around 400. Now it's 1,005. And you're telling me that Nigeria is in a better shape now economically than during Buhari regime? Come on, this must be a joke. I do not agree with the professor. I do not agree with Dr. Rube Abati. Nigeria is in a worst situation that they have ever been.